welcome back to Beauty Bee, and welcome to a mystery bag. It's not really an unbagging. I've actually already opened and used a good chunk of this stuff, but I purchased one Ipsy mystery bag on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, and they sent me the wrong one originally. Eventually they sent me the correct one, so now I have two mystery bags to go through. So let's go through the one that I actually purchased. I believe this was the Golden Glow mystery bag, and these mystery bags were the special thing for December, was that their mystery bags usually have 5 products, so they're essentially like purchasing a glam bag or glam bag plus. These had 6 items, but they remained the same cost. And I think that for $30, this one would have been worth it. Let's go through what I got. The first item is from Tarte. This is the Lights Camera Lashes mascara. It's a full size. I do like this mascara. I really didn't need another mascara right now. I am so beyond fully stocked on mascara, but I'm happy to have this one again. I'm looking forward to eventually using it. By the way, the reason I don't have any makeup on right now is because I'll do a try on with some of these products at the end. Next, we have the Juice Beauty Oil-Free Moisturizer. It's an SPF 30. This I'm excited for. I feel like maybe I'll actually, use sunscreen if it's in with a moisturizer. I'm pretty good about using sunscreen during the summer, but during the winter I've been terrible about it recently. And I think this might actually get me to do it. So let's actually open this up. This is a decent size, I think. This is 2 fluid ounces. I think that the reviews I've heard were not great, but you know what? I'm not super picky when it comes to things like sunscreen. So I'm excited to give that a go. We'll use that later on in the video. Here is a disappointment. I have tried to use this once. This is from Conrad Beauty, and it is just their eyeliner. The eyeliner, as they call it. This is in the shade Onyx, so it's just the black one. And watch it behave now. It's just really not very impressive. The tip is already starting to fray a little bit. I don't actually think I've ever applied it. I've just put it on my hand once and now twice. I will use this in the video, but I don't have a lot of hope for this. And this seems to be an item that's come up in quite a few different boxes to generally negative reviews as well. So, not very happy about that, but spoiler, that's really the only dud in this bag. Next we have the palette. This is from Beauty For Real, and it is the Golden Hour palette. I have some Beauty For Real eyeliners, and I've really enjoyed them. Here is what this palette looks like. I will swatch at the end of the video. I just know that if I start swatching now, I will make a mess of everything else. I have used, I want to say, Horizon, which is this neutral brown, and then Reflection, which is the champagne color, to build up an eye look. I have not made a complete eye look out of this palette yet, and I have not used really any of the more interesting shades in this palette yet. But I have swatched everything, and they seem promising. Next, we have an item from Elise. This is their Blush Glow BB Cheek color. I've not used this yet, but I'm very excited about it. It is a light peach shade. There's just a tiny dot of it, and it's kind of a neutral peach. It blends out to almost nothing, at least on my hand, but it has a really nice powdery feeling. So I'm interested to see how this works out for me. And then the last item, and probably the one that I imagine would be most polarizing, is from Tokyo Milk. This is from the Tokyo Milk Light range. This is Heart and Soul. It is one of their hand creams, and this is lovely. When I opened this and when I opened the bag and I saw this, it was like, yep, it was worth it. I'd been looking at purchasing a Tokyo Milk hand cream anyway. Here's what that looks like. This is very lightly scented. It's a pleasant scent. It's kind of a tea scent, but it's really not super strong at all. I was so pleased to see this. I want to say that these hand creams are like $20 or $25 anyway, which this bag cost me, I think, $34 after I'd paid taxes and their processing fee. So I'm really happy with what I got in this bag, which I didn't show it earlier, but here's the bag that it came with. It's cute. It's very holiday-ish. I feel like Ipsy thinks that you can use these as a clutch. I have no idea who would want to use this as a clutch. It's not something I would ever want to use. I think this looks very much like a makeup bag, but it's a cute makeup bag. I'll give it that. So there was the bag that I actually bought and paid for. Now let's look at the bag that I just got as a bonus, essentially. This was one of the lower price bags. This was one that was more equivalent to a standard glam bag. I actually don't know which one I got. I will see if I can figure that out and put it up here. But again, the bag is cute. Similar color scheme to the other one, but very different. Also a little bit smaller, and this is more of a standard pouch than the envelope style. The first item that I got in this bag, I actually have already decluttered. This was an M2U Nyc Eyeshadow Base. I had no need for an eyeshadow primer, and I'm not super comfortable with the idea of rubbing these more private labeled seeming brands, rubbing those kinds of products into my skin. I'm just not sure about that, so I decided that could just go. The first item that I was actually really excited about was from Rodial. This is the Dragon's Blood Sculpting Gel. I have owned this product previously. I got this in an Ipsy bag, I believe, over the summer, and I used it up. It is a very pleasant product. It's not something that I would repurchase in the full size. This is actually pretty expensive, but getting another sample, and this is a half fluid ounce, so quite a generous deluxe sample, I'm very happy with. I used this both in the morning and at night. I used this as sort of a serum. I would start out my skincare routine with this and then put on moisturizer. So I'm happy to have this again. I'm looking forward to using it. Next up, we have an item from Context, and this is the Keratin Recovery Treatment. It's a 1 ounce size. It's a hair mask. I have not used this yet, but I'm excited to give this a go. I think I'm always in the market for hair masks, so I'm always happy to see one. Next up, we have a Peppermint Twist lip balm from Sensuals, spelled like scent with the nose. I have not opened this up yet. I am probably going to keep it around. I've been going through so much lip balm lately. I know I complain about my lips being dry in every video, but it's very relevant to so many of my videos. So we're just going to move past that and to a product that we're not going to be using for, again, crazy dry lips. I have worn this though. I will link the video where I was wearing this. This is from Farrah. It is a matte liquid lipstick in the shade Cocoa. Cocoa like coconut, not cocoa like chocolates. And in the tube, come on, I feel like this looks like a deep sort of reddy orange. On my lips, I feel it looks a little bit deeper. It comes off as more of a brown with some orangey red tones in it, maybe almost like a brick shade, but veering just a hair more orange than a standard brick shade. It is pretty. I don't think this is a great color for me. I like it. I will get some use out of it, but I definitely don't see this becoming a favorite. The unexpected hit of this bag is from Pyt Beauty, which I think stands for Pretty Young Thing. It's just the most neutral, basic looking little quad. You have two mattes, a very light brown and a deeper brown, a almost greenish gold and a more rosy copper shade. This is such a basic little quad, but it's so nice. I have used this I think 3 or 4 times. I've been really happy with my look each time. It's super easy to use. This is exactly the kind of thing that I want to get through Ipsy. I like that this is a brand that I can actually purchase in a store. I think they sell Pyt even at like Target and Kohl's, or they used to. I don't know how Kohl's beauty offerings have changed since the Sephora partnership. I know they used to sell Pyt anyway. And this is just a small version of a palette that they actually sell. They have a warm lit nude, and I think it's like a 12 pan or a 16 pan palette. This is just 4 shades that belong to the palette. Awesome. This is the kind of thing that I could see someone trying this and then actually going out and purchasing the full size. These kinds of items I would much prefer to receive over something like a Farrah liquid lip. Like, even if I really like this, I'm never going to purchase it. So, I don't know. I'd just rather get smaller items from brands that I can actually buy from rather than, you know, full-size-ish items from beauty bag brands, you know? Anyway, we kind of got off on a tangent there. I'm going to start out with some of this Juice Beauty moisturizer. Let's see if it's already open. Nope, I've got the foil up on there still. Has a marker on it. Ooh. Oh, that does not smell good. It doesn't smell expired, it just doesn't smell good. Shake before each use. Well, I didn't shake it up, so let's see if that changes things. Here's the consistency without shaking it up. It doesn't even feel like it's shaking it is doing anything. It doesn't feel liquidy enough for that to matter. Yeah, I don't think that shaking it really changed anything. Let's try not to smell this and give it a go. It's kind of thick for a sunscreen for the face. This is for the face, right? I'm not being really stupid. Yeah, face, neck, and top of hands. It smells like lemongrass almost. Like, have you ever had like really natural bug spray? Yeah, to me it kind of smells like summer because I'm the person who gets eaten whenever I go outside. Like, I'm that person who, if I'm standing next to you, you don't need bug spray because the mosquitoes are just going to eat me and leave you alone. But it's not like a good smell. It has pleasant memories associated with it, but not a good sense. I feel like this might be the first and last time I use this product. I'm going to put it on the back of my hands just because I have so much extra. I don't usually have a hard time with things on my face, but that's heavy. I'm not impressed with that so far, but you know, we'll keep giving it a go. I can still see it. This is not impressed with this, not impressed at all. I want to give that a little bit of time to sink in somewhat, so I'm going to disappear for a second and get some eyeshadow primer on and do my brows, and then we can try on some of the rest of this makeup. Okay, so that's had a minute to sink in. I don't think it's really helped things. I feel like I might be washing my face very shortly after this video, but we're gonna get through this. So, I think I'm going to do my eye look using this Golden Hour palette from Beauty for Real. I've used the Pyt enough that I know I enjoy it. I know it's pretty. I really haven't given this one as much of a shot, or any shot. So, I feel like I should probably stick to maybe some of this pink. I feel like that would go a little bit better with my outfit today than more of the oranges or the blue would. But step one with this palette, I think, will be to set up my crease with Horizon, which is this matte brown. I'm just taking that on my go-to crease brush. I am wearing the Milani eyeshadow primer. I have not set it down though. I kind of thought that there was a shade that would be good to set this down in this palette, and there isn't. So I don't need to set it down, I usually do. Tiny bit more on this side. I mean, it's a crease shade. What are you gonna say about it? I'm not looking for anything super impactful today, so just gonna go in with the pink on my finger. We'll put that all over the lid. Oh, that's pretty. I don't think that's quite a duochrome, but it does have some pretty shine to it. It almost reads as more of a topper though. There's some sheerness there. And definitely is a duochrome because I can see the gold on the outer portion of my lid. Can you? I am unsure. But definitely more of a topper. But over glitter glue, I feel like this could stand by itself a little bit better. I feel like this is a strange set of colors to have a pink duochrome topper shade. I don't know what I would want to even use this on top of that's in this palette. Very strange. But pretty. I'm not gonna... No complaints about the shadow itself. Okay, now let's go in with shadow, which is the deepest shade in the palette. This is a matte brown. I'm just putting it on a smudger brush. I'm gonna put that in my outer corner. blend over things with my pinky finger. And I'm going to just take what's left on that brush and run it under my eye. I'm having quite a bit of glitter fallout from that pink shade, but I didn't use any kind of glitter primer or wet my brush or anything, so that's not unexpected. Okay. I am not super impressed by the brown, but it's not bad. I mean, it's a matte brown. What is there to say about most matte browns? I was going to go in with a little bit of that reflection shade, which is sort of the champagne gold. It's looking lighter on camera, I think, than it is in person. But, I mean, why not? I know I was setting up to say that I wasn't going to do it, but let's give it a go. What am I going to deal with? More glitter fallout? It's a pretty highlight shade. Somehow, even in the glow box bag, I didn't get a highlight, so maybe I can use that on the face a little bit later. Especially if I'm going to wash this all off relatively soon. Why not? So here's where things could really go downhill. This is the Lauren Conrad eyeliner. I'm probably not going to be able to stay in frame for this, but we'll see the results at the end. You know, that actually went just fine. Nothing next level amazing about it, but I think it looks fine. It wasn't too hard to apply. The tip is a little bit on the frayed side, but nothing too bad. Like, this is how most of my eyeliners end up looking after a few uses. This just didn't have that really super nice tip to begin with. We'll see how it wears. I will put in a note if it didn't wear well. I think that's probably the best strategy here. Let's move to cheeks. I only have one cheek. Well, I don't have any mascara that I'm gonna open, so I'll just put some of my own on. Now we can worry about cheeks. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Pure Elise BB cream cheek color. I don't actually know what the best way would be to apply this. Okay. This is saying to apply a small dot on the cheeks and blend outward, so I guess I'm just going to go directly onto the skin. Hopefully this doesn't set down too terribly quickly. That is light. That's very light. I mean, I am quite fair, and I am finding this very, very easy to control. I don't know that this would show up on people who are much deeper than me. I don't even mean much deeper as in a lot deeper. I mean much deeper as in any amount deeper. This might be more of a fair, maybe light skin product. Though they may well have much deeper shades. I don't know. This is the shade Cool Mauve. packaging does not reflect, but I guess that the actual color of the blush is a little bit closer. Anyway, I'm going to try using this reflection shade as a highlight. We'll see how that goes. That could be a big mistake, but pretty light little highlighter brush. Oh, that has some glitter to it. This might be a poor choice. Did I just tap all of that off the brush? Did I apply anything? No, I definitely applied something because I can see a little bit of gold glitter. No, that was a bad idea. We will move past that and pretend like it didn't happen. Instead, I'm going to go over that area with some of Tickle, which is from Benefit. And I may well set down the Pure Elise blush with a little bit of Dandelion. I feel like that's a pretty similar color. Okay. With that, I can actually see something. So it's not just a brush problem. It's actually pretty similar in effect to the eyeshadow. I wonder how those compare. It's definitely less sparkly though. That is Tickle as compared to Pink Sands. Pink Sands has a little bit more pink purple. Tickle on my skin pulls very golden pink. Yeah, just very different and a full-on swatch. Okay, as far as lips go, the only lip product I got, A, is a liquid lipstick, and B is orange. So we're gonna skip that for today, and instead I'm just gonna go in with a Tarte balm. This is in the shade Room Service. Okay, and I think that is it for the look. Overall, I can still smell the Juice Beauty SPF. I'm not impressed with this at all. It's not so bad that I need to wash my face right now, but I don't think I'm gonna wear this makeup all day, and that's very rare for me. So I will input some pictures of swatches of the Golden Hour and Pyt palettes at the end, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you will subscribe and let me know what you think of these bags. Also, if you got any of the other Ipsy mystery bags, what did you think of them? Because it seems like the rollout was a little bit of a mess. It sounds like I was nowhere near the only person who got the wrong bag at first, but hopefully everyone got their bag and was pretty happy with what was inside. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I really hope I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful holiday. See ya!